Cockwood Primary School is one of over 1,500 schools to get an Artsmark. Art means when you're very young and you're out in your playground overlooking the ex-estuary and you've got a huge roll of paper to decorate all afternoon, art means splatting and splodging and squeezing and squelching paint between your fingers. And it means making your mark, art's very own mark that says, I was here, I did this, look, what do you think?
Oh, very nice.
I like art because it's messy and gloopy. I like art because it's colourful and gloopy and a bit sticky. Doing the handprints.
Doing the handprints, that was fun, was it? Yeah.
It's very gloopy and it's very wet.
Lots of different colours.
There's lots of different colours. What else?
What else? Well, inside they're also making sculptures from clay, inspired by a trip around the sculpture trail at Exeter University.
So that hole looking through the bottom of Hepworth, yeah, looking...
A particular favourite there was the figure for landscape by Barbara Hepworth. The Hepworth is partly an abstract evocation of mother and child.
Like that. Do you remember the one we saw of the mother and the...
Baby.
The baby, yeah. So that's what we're trying to make today. So which one's the mummy on your sculpture?
The mummy is...
Does she need to be a little bit...
She's here.
She's here. Is she a little bit bigger than the other one?
Yeah.
She is, isn't she?
She's going to be far bigger.
Is she? How much bigger is she going to be?
14 miles.
Is she?
For the teachers at Cockwood, Artsmark has done what it promised to. It has enabled them to celebrate, strengthen and evaluate arts activities in the school.
When we did our Artsmark application, we did realise that one thing we were slightly lacking was actually taking the children to see high quality cultural art, which because of our location it is quite difficult. It's a long way to get them to London to see galleries, and obviously the actual exhibitions that are locally are quite limited where they're age appropriate. This time we wanted to particularly look at clay and we wanted to look at sculptures, and I found out that there was actually the exhibition in Exeter, which is fantastic. We went and took both classes from age 4 up to 9-year-olds, and we went and actually did the sculpture trail, and we felt it was very important before they actually started trying to do their own sculptures, they had experience of touching, seeing, feeling a sculpture actually in situ, and getting the experience of actually seeing what a sculpture looks like. And they've all come back into school really quite buzzing with the Barbara Hepworth, purely because it actually blended in with the trees, the colourings, it blended in with the atmosphere around it, and also the texture of it was like a tree. They'd actually sculpted it to feel like bark. And that's what the children have come in and have taken that as their inspiration for their artwork at the moment.
So all in all then, other schools who have thought, well, Artsmark sounds good but perhaps it's too much effort, you think it's well worth it?
I think it's more than worth it. I think it's brought together not only the children, it's involved the parents, helping to take them to things, coming to see us perform. It's involved the governors who've got involved, it's involved all the staff. It's improved our professional development for the staff because lots of the staff have gone on actually training. It's also provided opportunities for a lot of our gifted and talented children. On the back of us doing Shakespeare at the Northcote, we had 3 children were invited to do a Shakespeare workshop at Exeter University a couple of months ago. So I think it's afforded us lots of opportunities that we might not have had beforehand, and it has brought us all together as a team, and I think you can see that as you walk around the school. There's art going on all the time, and that's reflected in our displays and in the enthusiasm that we've got amongst the children and the staff.
And that must give you great personal pleasure.
Yeah, it does. I think it's brilliant.
Well, you do have to think about what you want to do, but you don't have to think like you can think what you like. There isn't a right answer, and it's a different type of thinking, and you don't get told off if you do a certain thing. It's different to everyone else. It's the time just to be kind of you and what you like to do.
Yeah, one of our aims is to make sure that every young child has got the opportunity to take part in really good high quality arts activity, and it's fantastic to see that happening here at Cockwood, and it's one of 194 schools across the southwest, and they're all doing this fantastic arts activity that not only helps them develop their creative education, their creative experience, but it also helps them to achieve right across the curriculum.